Welcome friends. In this video we are discussing what are the major approaches in political science. An approach is an ideological understanding of existing socio-political conditions. In political science, an approach is a systematic scientific understanding of political phenomena, which enables us to critically engage with the truth. Truth is not at all a given one but constructive and contextual, which changes in accordance with the changes in power relations. We can broadly classify the major approaches in political science as traditional and modern. Traditional approach. Traditional methods are value-based, ethical and moral understanding of social changes. They are normative in character. They have various limitations to the understanding of political situations, because they peruse a subjective understanding. This has created a dissatisfaction among the modern political thinkers who, therefore, have developed new approaches for the understanding of political situations. Such methods and tools are generally called modern approaches. They give much importance to the objective understanding of the truth. However, we cannot undermine the contributions of traditional approaches in the evolution of methodological tools in political science. Let us review the major traditional approaches in political science. Historical approach. A historical approach in political science mainly examines the evolution of political institutions. It scrutinizes historical facts, process and evolution of the institutions, codes and laws in a critical perspective, and makes generalizations. Such generalizations help us to interpret the present political situations and predict the future development. Montesquieu, Savigny, Seeley, Maine, Freeman and Lossky are some of the eminent exponents of this method. This method is always haunted by bias and prejudice of the scientist. Thus it is treated as a defective method. Philosophical method. Philosophical method is always considered as the opposite of historical method. While the historical method looks into the past, the philosophical method tries to speculate a future state and polity. In this method, abstract principles form the basis. Rousseau, Mill, and Sidgwick were the chief exponents of this method. Plato's Republic and More's Utopia are good examples of the philosophical approach. Juridical method. This approach considers state as a juridical person. The main function of the state confined only to the formulation and enforcement of the laws. It is a defective method as it looks at the complex issues of the state and polity through the eyes of law. Institutionalist approach. This approach concentrates on the study of the institutions, ranging from constitutions and other basic documents on which the government is supposed to rest, through the structure of legislatures, courts and executive branches, to the rules by which political parties are run, registration and election laws, and the intricacies of different forms of municipal government. Wasby observes, the emphasis of the institutional or structural approach is almost exclusively on the formal aspects of government and politics. The main defect of this approach is that it does not take into account the individuals who run these institutions.